What's up? It's Cole. You're about to see a live outbound sales call I just finished a few minutes ago. So you're going to see me battling through objections, setting an appointment, and a lot of other cool stuff. So we'll splice over to that now.
Hello? Yeah, who's this?
Just Cole here. I was calling about the setter guide, the 4 proven appointment setters guide that you downloaded from us yesterday. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, man, I'm super busy right now. I have to, what is this about, I guess?
Yeah, no worries. I just wanted to make sure you were able to receive that, get that in your inbox okay, and if you were able to access it. I know a lot of times stuff gets lost in the inbox. Were you able to find that?
Yeah, I think I was looking at it yesterday. Who are you? Sorry, I missed that at the beginning. Like I said, I'm super busy right now.
Yeah, I'm Cole, the owner of Closers.io, so the company you downloaded the guide from.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think I saw that.
Right. So one of the things that we wanted to do is, obviously you have that guide. It really breaks down the systems that, for appointment setting and outbound, that took us from $0 to $30 million a year, right? So obviously that's going to be a tremendous value for you, but all the clients that come into our ecosystem are coming in from a myriad of different situations. So one of the things I want to personally do is reach out, understand where you're at, and then pair you up with a training based on whatever we feel like might be most helpful for you based on your situation right now. So has anybody on my team reached out to you about this yet?
I think I might have gotten a text or something last night. I don't know. It might have been automated or it might have been someone else.
Okay, no worries. Do you have a quick 5 minutes now? I know you said you're strapped on time. So quick 5 minutes now, and then that way I can understand your situation and send you whatever I think is going to be most helpful.
Yeah, I have a couple minutes.
Cool. So, I guess the best place to start is, what would you say is right now the biggest challenge in your business, or what's not working at the level you truly feel like it could be that it should? And then based on that, I can probably pair you up with something most helpful.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us right now is just the time. Right now, I literally have to jump in a meeting here in a couple minutes, so it's just a lot of times just back-to-back meetings for me. So I think just time is a huge thing for us right now.
Gotcha. Back-to-back meetings doing what? Sales calls, fulfillment calls, what?
All of the above. So I'm kind of doing a lot of it right now. So right now I have to jump in a sales call, and then after that is another sales call, and then pretty much just check-in calls with clients for the rest of the day.
Gotcha. For context, what's your revenue?
Right now we're doing so in February we finished at about 15 grand.
Gotcha. And you're an agency, or what do you do exactly?
Marketing. We help real estate agents.
Gotcha. So you help real estate agents doing 15 grand a month. How long have you been doing that?
We've been in business since 2020. So 2020 is when we first started during the pandemic.
Gotcha. So 3 years now. Congrats. Okay, cool. So, obviously it's time, right? But if you have more time, where would you be spending that time? In other words, if you got some time back, where would you spend it that would give you the biggest lever of growth of your business?
Probably product development. So right now, like I said, a lot of my time is spent on with the clients. But if I could maybe step out of that a little bit more and more into actually building out the company and making sure the product is good, I think that would help out a lot.
Gotcha. Okay, how do you get clients now? You're getting sales calls. So how are you getting those sales calls?
Yeah, right now we have we're doing this Facebook group thing. So we have we'll post in there once or twice a week. Actually, no, probably 4 times a week. So that's a good amount of time going in there. So that's the majority of it, and then just a lot of other things of cold messaging, stuff like that.
Got it. Okay, so primarily it's a Facebook group funnel, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So how many? Just so I have context on how that's working for you, how many sales calls do you have this week?
Today, let me just look. Today, I have 3. So 3, one. They're probably gonna no-show. I haven't heard back from them. So I'd say average about 3 a day. It is about average 3 or 4 a day, and the rest of it for me is just again.
Okay. So that would be about 60 a month, correct? Three a day, 15 a week, 4 times a week at 60 a month. So you're getting about 60 sales calls a month purely from this Facebook group?
Correct, yeah. And then there's some will trickle in from
Gotcha. Well, let me ask you a question. So if you were able to get that time back to where you have more time open for sales calls, or maybe you had somebody taking those sales calls for you, would you be able to ramp that to, let's say, 120 calls a month within 30 days?
If you're saying if I just wasn't on the calls and was just able to prospect, or
yeah, or if you just had more time.
Oh yeah, 100%. If I wasn't on sales calls all day, yeah, I could do a lot of other things.
Got it. Okay, cool. And then the other main call you're on is fulfillment calls, eh?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, great. Well, let me ask you a question because something's not really adding up for me. You're taking about 60 sales calls a month. Now, what is your price point?
So right now we're testing out a couple different price points, but it's a coaching offer. So we're right at about coaching / consulting. We're right at about $1,500 a month right now.
Okay, so you're at $1,500 a month, right? You're at $15K a month, 60 calls a month. Your close rate has to be really low, because if you're at 50, I'm assuming like what portion of your revenue is recurring?
I mean basically all of it.
Right. So like, if all of it's recurring, I mean, you're taking 60 sales calls a month. I mean, if I took 60 sales calls a month, I would close 20 at least. I mean, I'd probably close 30, but let's just say I closed 20. That's about 33%. 20 times 1,500 is, what is that?
Well,
30K
to
a month.
clarify, I mean, we set 60 calls a month, but I'd say like our show rate is, it's probably about 30% show rate.
Oh, why do you think that is?
Honestly, I think it could be a couple things. Our follow-up could probably be better. We have like automated stuff that's in place, but I mean, obviously it's not like, we've been trying to like ramp it up. It's just not really working. Maybe it's an offer thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Still, I mean, even at 20% close rate, if you were closing 25% or even 30%, let's say you were closing 30, that would be 7 new clients a month. That's 7,000. Would be about adding an additional 10.5 thousand a month in recurring revenue every single month, right? That's what you should be doing, but right now your total revenue is at 15,000. So do you see how there's an opportunity there?
Yeah, I think another part of it too is like, we just find with real estate agents, it's a feast or famine type game. Like a lot of them will come on, we sign them on for 3 months and then like ghost us after a month, or I'm not really happy. So I think like our average like retention of clients too is probably about 2 months. That's another thing that kind of goes into the whole factor.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm seeing 3 things here. So do you have like, can you just push that next appointment back 5 minutes and I can share this with you? Because honestly, like from what I'm seeing, you should really be doing 30, 40, 50 grand a month pretty quickly and really have the potential based on your lead generation to do $100,000 a month. There's just some obvious misgaps.
Yeah, hold on, let me just message someone real quick. Give me like 2 seconds and I can see. Okay, they messaged me a second ago anyway. They had a no-show. So yeah, I have a couple more minutes.
Okay, great. So I mean, there's 3 key problems with what you're doing right now, and this is not based on just my opinion. You know, we scaled our company from 0 to 30 million in 2 years. Last month we did 3.57 million a month cash collected. We have a done-for-you model, very similar to an agency. So I'm sure, as you could agree, there's probably some perspective and some blind spots that I can help alleviate for you. And there's 3 in particular right now. Okay, so here, I would write these down. Do you have like a pen and pad?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool.
I mean, the first one is your close rate. So even though I know you said you have low show rate, honestly, if you're doing 20 a month, 20 sales calls a month, you should be closing at least 5 to 7. If you're closing 5 to 7 at $1,500 a month, I mean, if you package that into, let's say, a 3-month package for $4,500 a month, 5 of those right there is $20,000 a month. That's more than you're even doing right now. So just without even looking at your sales metrics, I can tell your close rate is low. The reason why that's a problem is because the main thing you need to do is be able to delegate sales calls, be able to get that off of your plate so that you can get back your time and ultimately be able to scale, because you're getting a lot of sales calls right now. The problem is you're not going to be able to delegate your sales calls if your sales process isn't validated and there isn't proof and a baseline set for a closer to be able to come in and actually close for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Just overall giving off to more and being able to scale and focus more on the product.
So once you're able to fix that, okay, to where essentially your closing rate, let's say, is at least 25%, then you're going to be able to bring on a sales team. All right. Now there's two key things. Number one, obviously you can delegate those calls to a closer, and 60 calls a month right there is a full-time closer. So you can do that. The second thing is that we got to look at the setup processes that you're using in the group, because as you'd agree, 30% show rate's really bad. Now, you might think that's just because real estate agents are busy or whatever, what have you. But I used to sell real estate agents. I worked with probably 30 plus real estate agencies. What I've seen is 50% is the mediocre bare standard, 60 to 65 would be considered pretty good, and 70 would be exceptional in terms of show rate. So you're in the very, very below standard category there, and I think with a few adjustments and showing you a few things, we could potentially get you to 50 to 60% show, which in doing so would double your sales volume because you're essentially almost having double appointments. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any questions on that? There's one more thing.
I don't think so.
Okay. The last thing is, once you validate your sales process, validate your offer, then you're able to refine the set of processes, get show rate up, delegate the sales calls to a closer. All of that stuff alone right there is going to be having you doing probably $40,000, $50,000 a month. I could break down the math if I wanted to, but I mean, let's say you have a closer, you're doing 60 appointments, 40 are showing up. You should at least be closing out of those 40, let's say 15, maybe 12 a month. So 12 a month on a $4,500 package, that's almost $60,000 a month. That's like $55,000 a month. And then you're going to keep building that with the recurring. Now let's address the final issue, which is your churn and the fact that you're spending so much time on these calls muscling the client results yourself, right? So one of the things I'd like to talk to you more about is really building a CSM team to where you can actually deliver one-on-one fulfillment at scale without you having to be a part of it whatsoever. And when you do that, you're not only going to unlock a lot of scalability, you're not only going to get all of your time back, but at the same time, you'll actually get your clients much better results because, let's just be honest, there's not enough of you to go around. You agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So look, I know, I got to go too. I got an appointment, but independent, if you want to work with us deeper or not, let's set up another call. I can share with you some of the frameworks we're using to really scale our agency from 0 to 30 million in 2 years. Also, we've had clients like Solar Exclusive doing 4 million a month in an agency. We've had a myriad of different real estate agent lead generation agencies or real estate investor lead generation agencies, anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000 a month. So let's set up a time, and I can share with you some of the frameworks we're using and they're using to be able to scale up and expand a little bit deeper on these three things, if that would be okay with you. So
yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that I found is like I've tried like probably 4 different closers. We've been in business since 2020. Like I've hired, I don't know, 6 or 7 closers at this point, and I just found that I just don't think it really works for my offer.
Right, it doesn't work because you don't have the skill set. Right? I mean, if I showed you 7 different real estate agencies, all with closers, all running your same funnel, would you agree that it works? Because I could show you undeniable proof that it works, right? I think the only proof that there is there's a lack of skill set. Building a sales team, like anything else, is a skill set.
Yeah.
The biggest reason you're at where you're at right now, generating a ton of appointments, only doing $15,000 a month, when you should be doing $50,000 a month, is what? It's a lack of skill set. So I don't tell you that to be hard on you. I tell you that to really help inspire you to see that like there's a lot of opportunity here that you're not tapping into.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. I mean, before we like set a call or anything like that, like what's like price point? Like obviously you guys have to get paid. Like, can you tell me what that looks like?
Yeah. I mean, sure. Everything we do is all customized. So, obviously the answer is it depends. But what probably at this stage is going to make the most sense, as opposed to telling you like every single little different way that we could work with a client and this capacity or that capacity, etc. I think what would probably make the most sense is let me outline on the next call the exact game plan that we'd be implementing with you. And once we're able to do that, I can tell you how much the investment would be based on how much time it's going to take us working with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, how long is the call?
45 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
Cool. I got my calendar open now. Does Monday or Tuesday tomorrow, or it's Monday today. Does Tuesday or Wednesday work better for you?
Tuesdays are usually stacked. I mean, every day is stacked with meetings, but yeah, Wednesday just because we don't have a ton of calls then.
Gotcha. I got 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Pacific. Either of those work?
Yeah, 11's fine.
Cool. I just sent you the calendar invite, or I'll send it to you now. What's your email?
It's gonna be.
Okay. I just sent you the invite. Will you accept that?
Yeah, let me see. What's emails gonna come from? Okay. Yep, I got it. I accepted. Okay.
And okay, got it. I got it back. Cool. One last thing. Is there any chance you won't be able to make the call tomorrow? Just because my time is super valuable, so I just want to make sure that anybody I set up a time with, there is a equal investment on both sides. Because as much as I know we can help you, you have to want to help yourself as well. So, any chance you have to reschedule, or are we 100% good for that time?
No, that's good. Tomorrow, I don't have anything on. No, it's Wednesday. I think we have it down before, but yeah, there's nothing in that spot, so I'll be there.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Feel good. Does those 3 things I shared with you make sense?
Yeah. I have them written down. They make sense. I guess from trying it, I'm a little kind of apprehensive, but I'm open to hearing what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure. I mean, at the end of the day, look, like, I don't mean to be hard on you to be hard on you. I mean to be hard on you because, you're doing $15,000 a month and you're getting 60 calls a month, right? And you could probably be getting 120 calls a month if you got back your time, but you can't get back your time unless we fix the sales process. So I think as you would agree, you're sitting on a really, really good opportunity. You're just not utilizing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree.
And so that's why I just can't let you off the hook with, I tried it and it doesn't work. Especially when I have a myriad of different other real estate agencies doing $400,000 or $500,000 a month with sales teams, right? Like you see how that's something I can't tolerate. So I don't say that to be down on you. I say that to help inspire you that there's something that you're sitting on that could be much bigger. Cool?
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool. I will talk to you Wednesday.
All right, sounds good.
All right, bye. Hope you enjoyed that call. Now, if you like what you saw in that video and you want somebody on your team to be able to do just that, call all your leads and be able to set appointments for you every single day, here's what our offer is. We'll help you place an outbound appointment setter, outbound sales rep, SDR, MDR, that type of position. We'll help you place that inside of your business, okay, out of our done-for-you recruiting distribution. And if they don't perform, you don't pay. So essentially, we place you with somebody out of our distribution. We help you ramp them up in the KPI by assigning you a sales trainer who knows exactly these systems that can help install them into your business. And we license you the same sales training that my team uses to do $3.57 million a month is what we did last month. That's how we help you ramp. And finally, we implement all the systems, processes, everything to where eventually you're not a full-time sales manager. You're not micromanaging these folks. You can work on your business, not in your business. So if you want more information on that, click the link below. There's some information. You can book a demo with our team. We'll see you on the other side.